nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
You guys are all faggots! Go back to the projects, faggots! Go back to the projects! Faggots! Go back to the projects! Let's go! Go back to the projects!
They're just enthusiastic fans. Boys will be boys! It's football, stop being so sensitive. They were just drunk, and it was just a mistake. It was the heat of the moment, guys. Get over it. And these are all things people will say to defend the fans who were yelling at these young black men as they were playing their sport. And someone will tell you that racism isn't real, as this evidence still exists. I have to get up to these young football players for holding it down and holding their composure, ignoring their ignorant statements. But let's not forget that these racists will be in charge somewhere. Assuming that these young black men are all from the projects, imagine if they seen him walking down the street in a nice neighborhood, they're going to assume he doesn't belong there, call the cops, or they might be a cop and shoot him, assuming that he does not belong there. And I can guarantee you they have other racist ideologies, and they have other prejudice against blacks and other people.
When I saw this video, I'm not surprised. I've heard the so-called fans, was throwing bananas on fields with soccer players. They throw out racial epithets, and I'm not surprised. They're colorless people. But the one thing that irritates me about this is you are walking onto a field to entertain these people who feel like you're bought and paid for, and you're paid well to entertain them, so they get to say and treat you how they want to. A so-called fan who had money tried the same thing with LeBron James. It's been a thing. I do not understand how black people still play sports and deal with this. If you're in a position like with the NFL where you are 99.9% of the talent and nobody is going to show up to watch colorless people fumble and fall and barely run and can barely make a touchdown, can't catch the ball, nobody's going to pay for that. You are in a position where you can make demands, but you continue to go out on this field because you don't understand your worth, you don't understand the business part of it, and you're willing to go along to get a few crumbs. You're making billions and billions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars for them, and you're only getting a couple of million. It's like making $1,000, and out of that they're giving you like $50. And how you don't feel scammed is beyond me, because they give you access to certain women. They give you little ninja trinkets that you can ride around in and you can put around your neck, and that's okay. Most of you are not going to make it to the NFL. I don't understand why college players, at the very least, are not pushing so they can pay off their tuition, so they can buy a house when they graduate, so they can have a car. They'll be debt-free, at least, starting them out on a good life where they can look forward to creating a business even, because they're not bogged down by the debt. They may have a little money left over, they have a roof over their head, and they have a vehicle, and they're set. They're set up well. The colleges can do that because they're making money hand over fist. This would take, again, a house cannot stand when it's divided. It would take high school level, college level, and NFL level to give the system a middle finger and walk off the field and refuse to play. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Make you play? They can't make you play. Those who have money, they may have to give back the money. They may be let go out of their contract, but you're going to have to make some hard decisions if you feel like you deserve what you're making them. These males have low self-esteem because there is no way that you can't pull a Dave Chappelle on this corporation, on this. There would be no vendors, there would be no announcers, there would be no coaches, there would be nothing if they walked off. They have the power. They just don't want to exercise it. They're afraid. They're scared. And the other males can smell it on them. And then coming from a life of poverty, they're just going to do what they're told and get along to get that cash. And this has been the choice. This has been the choice. It's sad. It's embarrassing. I would be sad and irate if my child said they wanted to play sports, because we've seen the man who was cussing out the young man and how the young man sat there as if he did something wrong. Had he not recorded it, nobody would have believed him. And you know worse has been going on over the years. But they still go there, keep their head down. It's giving slave behavior. You know, all this bucking up at women. But this is giving enslaved energy. Because to be honest, you can totally turn this around. But you don't want to work together. You don't want to do what's in the best interest of everyone. And it seems like you can't get beyond your hate for blackness yourself. Because it doesn't have to be this way. These neighborhoods don't have to be this way. You don't have to have somebody yelling the N-word, calling you the F-word, and then telling you to go back to the projects. You don't have to deal with that. You could say, if anybody says a racial slur, you are not going to play. But to be honest, if you wanted to do something in your best interest, all of you would work together to do something in your best interest. And it's embarrassing, to be honest. It's embarrassing because everybody can see that the self-worth is low. Everybody can see that esteem is low. And everybody can see that you are willing to bend over and let everybody have their way with you. And this is where the disrespect comes from. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. You let me know what you think about this situation, sports in general, the NFL, the NBA, all of it. All of it. I do not understand how you can't see working together, you hold all the power. Who are these CEOs, owners? What, they're going to get their fragile old ass out there on a court? They're going to go out there on a field? Like, this is insane to me. But I'll leave it right there. Drop that comment and I'll see you in the next one.